How to be a millionaire in 10 years. All right, so I get some emails on occasion like this, and I actually just saw a Dave Ramsey episode on this, which is pretty interesting. And I'm not going to be as dramatic as Dave, but I had an email. A lady had $200,000, or not a lady, a couple had $200,000 in retirement. They're 55, all right? They're like, we'd like to retire at 65 with $1 million. What do we need to do? We got $200,000. We'd like to retire at 65 with $1 million. This is not a client, it's just an email. So it was a fun, what's the word? Fun exercise, because it's actually quite simple. So I said, all right, we got $200,000, all right? And we're going to assume that you're going to get a 7% rate of return. All right, so then we just take our trusty calculator and we say, okay, $200,000, our present value. $1 million is our future value. 120 is our payments. That's 10 years. All right, 7% is our interest. Compute payment. $3,400 a month. So if these folks put $3,400 a month into an account, all right, they can be millionaires in 10 years. Now, two ways to look at this. If you have a retirement account through work, all right, retirement account through work, they pay $1,700, you pay $1,700. So that means you only have to put $1,700 into an account every month and wish to be a millionaire in 10 years. All right, you're like, well, I don't know if I can do that though. Well, if you want to be a millionaire in 10 years, that's what you got to do. And you got $200,000, all right? What if you don't have 401k? What if you're self-employed? What if your company doesn't offer a 401k, a match or something like that? How about then? Well, $3,400 is probably the equivalent of what? Many of your mortgages. So I cannot stress this enough, my friends. I tell you, man, I cannot tell you how many clients I have who are millionaires who just 10 years previous were not. But then their mortgage got paid off, and guess what? Then the money just rolled right in. We'll just assume your mortgage is $3,500 a month. Once you get that guy paid off, man, it opens up the floodgates. I can't tell you how many people I've talked to like this. It's the mortgage that's holding you back from having financial net worth. You have, I'm gonna sneeze, hold on a second. This thing doesn't let you, oh wait, does it? Oh, ho, ho, I just got my new phone. It actually lets you pause while you're doing a video. Hey. All right, now I want to see what this button does. It doesn't do anything, huh? I just got this white button, doesn't do anything. All right, why they got the button for? I don't know. Anyway, so now you're like, my mortgage is about to be paid off. All that cash flow. This is kind of like Dave Ramsey's baby steps, the debt snowball. You pay off your littlest debt first. You use what you're paying off you use what you're using to pay off that littlest debt on your second debt. You do that, and then you just accumulate, and you're paying off the third. And next thing you know, you got freaking tons of excess cash flow because your debts are now paid off. And what you were used to using to pay off debt is now used as free liquid cash you can do something with. So having a house that's paid for, you have net worth, you have equity net worth, but you're maybe short on liquid net worth. So now what you got to do is just refocus. So before you start getting frustrated, just look at where your mortgage is, man. So let's just say you got $100,000 on your mortgage. Is there a way you can sit there and say, can I pay this guy off to free up that cash flow? Can I throw some extra money into it to free up that cash flow? Whatever. I'm just telling you, man, people who don't have a mortgage, and if they're not renting, have a whole lot of free. Oh, look at my Maine Hockey. That's my favorite sweatshirt now, Maine Hockey. So if you guys like BU hockey, you can go pound sand, okay? If you like BC hockey, pound it. Anyway, not having a mortgage. Because I think about stuff like this myself. And I say 3 to 5 years, we won't have a mortgage. And I have $1 million, you know what I'm saying? I raised 4 kids, 1 income. We're doing okay. I have $1 million net worth because I have so much equity in my house, but I have $1 million of financial assets. We're doing okay. I wish I had more, obviously, but we're doing okay. But the issue is, once that mortgage is paid off, that's going to free up a lot of money, dudes. A lot of excess cash flow where you can now really just focus on putting that money into your 401, or not your 401k, your brokerage account, without question. So let's just say your old buddy Josh had no mortgage, all right? And let's say my mortgage is about $3,500 a month, which it is, all right? Now let's just say I said, all right, I'm going freaking hell's bells. I'm using that $3,500 I had on a mortgage. I'm going to use it to paying off. I'm going to use that to just building up my cash flow. I'm going to put the max I can put to a Roth was $8,000, whatever it is, and the rest is going to a brokerage account. In 10 years, if I had $200,000 at 7%, I'd have $1 million. I'll be 64 years old by then, all right? All in a tax-free Roth and a very tax-favorable brokerage account, and my house paid off. Anyway, so if you're like 45 years old and you're freaking out, man, don't be. Just keep paying that mortgage down the best you can. Obviously, save some money. Obviously, try to reduce your consumption. Don't freaking buy crazy expensive cars. Like all these people are buying these freaking Charlotte bought a Jeep, a Bronco, a newer Bronco, because we gave our other car away to my oldest daughter, so we had to replace it. Nay, hey horsey, horses are way down there. You can see him. Nay, so we had to get a replacement for her, because that's what you should do for your kids. You should help your kids as much as you possibly can. Anyway, so Charlotte had we had to get a new car. Got one of those Ford Broncos. And you go there, it's like, it's $35,000. We lease it just because we paid off at the end of the lease, so just be done with it. And I know Dave Ramsey says leasing is fleecing. Hey, I don't care, man. I pay $400 a month. At the end of the 3 years, I just paid off. It's what we always do. Keeps the cash flow closer to the vest, which I like. And it probably costs you more money, but I don't like writing big checks. For that. I mean, I would write a big check, but we had put all this, we did some serious upgrades in our house, a screen and porch and all that Trex deck and stuff, which is fantastic. And that basically took away a lot of my savings. I was like, I don't want to be without any savings. So we just leased this Bronco, and it's a bottom line Bronco. But they have these Broncos at like $90,000 and $100,000. I'm sitting there thinking, who in their right mind would spend that kind of money? I don't get it, man. I'm like, what the hell? Who'd spend that kind of money on a freaking $90,000 or $100,000 Bronco? I guarantee you, some of you guys are saying, who in their right mind would spend anything on a brand new car? I get it, 100%. But my wife is driving it, and she wanted it, and she doesn't ask for much, but she said, I'd like to get this car. I said, you guys, sister, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? And she can, she has a job, so if she wants to pay for it, she can. Of course, when I say she wants to pay for it, we pay for everything together, because what's mine is hers, what's hers is mine. You just got to watch out these car payments, man. I mean, I'm talking $90,000 Bronco. I just don't get these Jeeps that you see all these people, these young kids with these huge Jeeps. Like, who can afford that stuff? I mean, if my Bronco is not $400 a month, and that's like a $32,000 bottom line one, what's those freaking Broncos? They're $90,000, $100,000. I guess it's $1,000 a month, something like that. It's crazy. There's no wonder why people can't retire, because they're freaking got these huge cars. For what? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. All right. Anyway, that's how I become a millionaire in 10 years. God bless. Love your thoughts.